As you mentioned, on the periodic table, the main thing that we need to know is about the organization of periodic tables. You have the link on the Google Classroom that will tell you uh, where to click for having access to the periodic table. It's organized in period who are the horizontal row, the one that you see here, like the period number one. By the way, every single period on the periodic table will give you the level of energy, right? Like on group one, if I get my pen, this one here, I think I can use this one. Let me get a correct color. Hydrogen is on period number one. You can see that on the periodic table, and is the atomic number is one, so it will have one electron and one proton. Okay, so if we click on let me get the mouse again. If we click on period number 3, it will show you on the period number 3, starting with potassium, and we will have in potassium 19 protons, and then we will have, how many levels we will have, 3 or 4? How many level of energy we will have for potassium?
4.
4, right? Because it's in period number, and the last level will have, of energy level will have only one electron.
Oh, the last.
Yes. So what is the meaning of the last one? The last one means the group is group one. So when the electron in the last level is also matching the group we are now. So that will be 2A made 10 and A made 18 and 1 made 19 electrons. So we can represent an electronic distribution by doing level of energy. We will learn later on another way to do electronic distribution, but so far that will be the way we will work today.
What?
I'm trying to erase everything, but then I think I need to use my So this is the way the periodic table is organized by group, period. Let's now check the most important group that we are going to work on this class. I wish it will erase all at once, but no, apparently it doesn't have that feature. Okay. Let's go to group one. This is the group. Notice in group one there is something wrong in group one. Do you see what is not right in group one? When I click on group one, they show me the group one, but there is something that is no matching all the elements in group one.
The blue.
Which one?
Hydrogen.
Hydrogen. Is hydrogen a metal?
No.
No, it's a non-metal, but because the electronic distribution is one electron in the last level, that's why they put in a group one. But practically all the properties of hydrogen are non-metal. Like it's a gas at room temperature, it can form covalent compound, it can also form acidic compound like the hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, while the rest of the elements in the group one are solid at room temperature. They form basic compound like a sodium hydroxide, the one we were working before in the lab. They are good conductor of electricity and also heat. So hydrogen is just located on group one because the electronic distribution. Of course, there are few properties of hydrogen that looks like similar to metallic compound, but not all of them. So let's go to group number two. Group number two is a typical metal. By the way, the name for group one is alkaline metal, and the word alkaline means forming base. The name for the group two means earth alkaline metal. What is the meaning of earth alkaline metal? Alkaline, base forming, and earth because most of the elements are present on the earth crust. You can find calcium carbonate, you can find magnesium is present on the earth, so that's why the name. They are less reactive than the one on the left. Well, actually, calcium is almost everywhere. You can find easily calcium, magnesium also. Yeah, and but they are less reactive than this one, right?
They each have different flame colors.
Yes, they each have. Some of them in the same group will have similar color, but you can identify by a method called spectroscopy, and they have their own pattern of emission, so you can identify every element by that. So the next group that we'll go over will be group 18, which is the noble gas. This is the group that are the less reactive metal, no metal in the periodic table. And those elements are noble gas. They have fully complete all the level of energy. And they're, as I mentioned before, the less reactive one. And the name for the whole group or family, as Anna said, is noble gas because they are less reactive. How about group 17? What's the name of group 17? Anybody knows?
Halogens.
Halogen. What is the meaning of halogen? Anybody knows what is the meaning of the word halogens? It means, I don't know if it's Greek or Latin, but the meaning, I think it's a Greek language, means forming salt. Okay, halogens mean forming salt. That's why the name of hydrogen is also forming water. Hydrogens. It's an element that forms water. So the halogens are the typical non-metal, very reactive one. They can easily produce oxidation in metal. You cannot have them at room temperature without handling with care because they can easily combine with your oxygen, with anything around them. Then the next group going from right to left will be the 16, the group of oxygen. They also have a name for group 16. It's called chalcogens. The meaning is they form ore, minerals, like oxygen will combine with many other metal to form like iron oxide, cobalt oxide, and so forth. And there are typical non-metal too. Group 15, the group of nitrogen, non-metal. When we are getting close to the left side of the periodic table, the metallic property increase to the left. So the more we go to the left, the more metallic the element is. That's why carbon is already solid. All of these are elements who has a solid state. On the group of 13, boron, aluminum, gallium, there are more metal present on that group. Actually, on the previous group, germanium and tin and lead are also metal. And the period number 4, is a typical metal in the periodic table, except these three. Well, actually, this is a metalloid, and the rest will be non-metal. But the main D block is typical metal. Let me go back to the period number 4. And from potassium all the way to gallium, all of them are metal. So most of the elements in the periodic table are metallic elements. That's the majority of them. If we click on the table here and find all the metal, it will show me all the metal. And the non-metal will be on the right side, which is the small amount of elements on the periodic table. So this is an overview about periodic table. Any question you have on that so far? So you think you can, if I ask you a few questions,